In this video I'm going to talk about uploading to your server, but before we do that we need to be organized in how we store website files on our own computer. So I'm using Windows, and this will be different for a Mac, but you can follow the same process and it's the same logic. So within the Windows directory I've got my my documents. So if you can locate my documents, and then in my documents you want to go to my websites, and then in here I store a different folder for each website. So I'm going to do a demo and put everything in atcpub.com. So I'm going to open within atcpub, and then within there I've got a number of other folders, one of which is training. So if you went to atcpub.com/training and went to any of these files, these would be the same files that are on the internet. So I'm now going to go to Filezilla, and if you've not installed Filezilla, it's Filezilla. You just need, let me get that on the web browser. Type it into Google, and first results, click on that. You need to download the client version, and it will do it for Windows and Mac. Once you've installed Filezilla, you'll then start it up. This one's already got a number of accounts that I've added. You want to go to File and Site Manager, and you would add a new account. So new site, I'm going to call it demo, and then the host name would typically be FTP, whatever your domain name is. So student website.com, and then you put in, change the login type to normal, add in your username and your passwords, and if you don't know what these are, you need to get them from your hosting server account. Add them in, and then you'll be able to connect. Now, depending on whether you're setting up a separate cPanel account per domain name, or whether you're putting everything all under one domain name, will have a bearing on what will happen when you connect. So let me give you two examples, because this is sometimes where people get where they trip up. So I want to give you both separate examples. I'm going to connect to one called add-to-cart-publishing.com in a new tab, and you see that when it connects, on the right hand side it's showing me the files on my server, and the one I want to go to is public_HTML. So I double click in there, and then these are now all the files within Add to Cart Publishing. So I've got an images folder. If I click in there, I've got all my images. If I double two dots to go back up a level, if I scroll down, I can then see I've got my about us.html, all these other files, success stories and all the rest. So that is connecting directly into that account. If what may be your setup is that you've got a number of accounts all within the same hosting account, same cPanel, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to connect to one of mine, 7figureswithchris.com. Put that in a new tab. So it connects, and you see all the files. And remember, the first one you want to go into is the one called public_HTML. So double click within there, and then you can see that within there I've got a number of other websites. So everything.com, all these other websites. But the one I'm interested in is one called atcpub.com. So I double click in that one again, and now all these files and folders are the ones on atcpub.com. If I go back up a level, I can go into any of these other directories, any of these other folders, and I would then be working on that website. I'm going to do the demo for atcpub.com, and then I need to go to the training folder, and I'm then going to go to clients, and within here on the left hand side I need to go to the same folder, atcpub.com, and training, and then clients. And it's a good practice that whatever you've got on your server you also keep in the same folder on your computer. I haven't in this case because I just created a quick video for Mark, and I uploaded it from the location where I created the video. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up the folder where the files were downloaded from lead pages. So that's in my downloads folder. Remember, I created a file called secret.html and another one called thankyou.html. So I'm going to highlight both of those, copy them, and I'm going to place them in the folder for atcpub.com training. Remember, this is my documents, my websites, and then your specific domain name, and then the folder within there. Now I want to put them in clients. So I'm going to copy them both onto there. And now if I go to Filezilla, and if I refresh this left hand side, it's got the two files there. I'm then going to highlight them and just drag them across the right hand side, and you can see it's uploading them. It's done that. If I now go to the website, so atcpub.com/training/clients, you can see the files are in there, and because there's no index.html file, it's listing the contents of that folder. If I put an index.html file there, it will then show that web page instead of these files, so you wouldn't be able to see these files. But I just click on secret, so you put in your name and email, you press the download report, and then that will take you to thankyou.html, and then on here you can see that when I press the button it opens up the report, and that is because I uploaded the report, that PDF, to the file more traffic more leads /event. If I go to Filezilla, and then if I go to a different tab, you see that more traffic more leads in the event folder, that's where I've put that PDF file. So I'll just close that. So that was the thank you page. That was sorry, just hit the back button, go to the secret page. That was our opt-in. So the steps that we haven't covered yet is how to set it up in Aweber so that when you press that download report, it will go to that thank you page, and I'm going to do that in a separate video.